Hey up everyone! Imagine a time when the world was on the cusp of a technological revolution and the motorcycle industry was at the forefront of that change. The 1930s saw engineers and designers pushing the boundaries of what was possible, driven by an age-old dream of creating multi-cylinder engined motorcycles that would redefine speed and performance. In this era of innovation, long before bikes like the Aerial Square 4, one manufacturer stood out from the crowd. That company was AJS, and at the 1935 London show they unveiled a prototype touring bike that left everyone in awe. It had an air-cooled V4 power unit that promised to shatter the conventions of single-cylinder engines. It was a bold statement, a declaration that the future of motorcycling had arrived and that Albert J. Stevens was leading the charge. The bike didn't go into production, but 1935 was just the beginning. The following year, in 1936, AJS took their ambition a step further by introducing a racing version of the V4 prototype. It was a machine built for speed, a testament to the company's unwavering commitment to pushing the limits of engineering. However, as with any groundbreaking endeavour, there were challenges to overcome. The initial racing version faced formidable overheating problems. It was a problem that threatened to derail the whole project, but the engineers at AJS were not ones to back down easily. These were the people who would go on to design the fabled porcupine after all. Just a quick reminder, try and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Sharing the video anywhere you think people will be interested helps us a lot too. There's more about the channel on Rumble and the Ko-fi group later on, so I'll leave that for now. Back to the bikes. Matt Wright was one of the brilliant minds behind the V4 design, and in 1938 he rolled out a water-cooled supercharged version of the bike with a blower mounted at the front of the engine. This not only solved the overheating problems, but also unleashed a torrent of raw power that left riders and spectators alike breathless. Described by the great Sammy Miller as the most exotic bike ever made, the supercharged AJS 500 V4 was a true engineering marvel. With the Zoller supercharger, its liquid-cooled double overhead cam engine producing a staggering 55 horsepower at 7,200 RPM, and as the 1939 Ironman TT approached, the world held its breath in anticipation. The two V4s entered by AJS and ridden by Walter Rusk and Bob Foster faced a gruelling test. Despite several stops for oil and water, the bikes finished 11th and 13th. Maybe not the best result, but it showed their resilience and the potential. Next, they went on to the Ulster Grand Prix, already known as the fastest road racing track of them all, and here the AJS 500 V4 truly shone. Although it was the heaviest bike in the race, Walter Rusk set a staggering lap record, completing the very first 100-mile-an-hour lap of the Gladdy circuit. Flying down the 7-mile-long straight, it left spectators in awe, a testament to the unwavering determination of the AJS team. Unfortunately, on the last lap after taking off over one of the leaps on the straight, one of the front forks broke. Somehow Rusk managed to wrestle it to the side of the road without injury, but the victory had been stolen. Serafini took the win on the Gilera, but the first ever 100-mile-an-hour average speed lap belonged to AJS forever. Tragically, the march of time and the onset of World War II prevented the AJS 500 V4 from fully realising its potential. After a few fleeting appearances in 1946, the bikes were retired, left to become museum pieces. Its legacy etched in the annals of motorcycle history. Yet even today, by those who remember, the AJS 500 V4 remains a symbol of innovation and daring. It's a story about pushing boundaries, defying conventions, and never settling for the status quo. It was a machine that dared to dream, and in doing so, paved the way for future generations of motorcycles that would continue to redefine what was possible. To ride the sole surviving AJS V4 has been described as experiencing a piece of history, a connection to a time when engineers and designers were driven by a relentless pursuit of perfection. During his ride at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, British journalist Alan Cathcart described the last V4 AJS as a true marvel, demanding a unique riding technique and a level of skill that few possessed. Just starting the engine was an art form. The muted whine of the Zolla supercharger was accompanied by the concerto of the 4 megaphones, and every aspect of the AJS 500 V4 was a testament to its engineering brilliance. Cathcart's words capture the essence of this remarkable machine. He said that the AJS supercharged engine pulls lustily from under 2,000 revs and feels surprisingly modern and sophisticated. In spite of the lack of a counterbalancer, there's no undue vibration and no vintage-style rattles and whirs or extraneous mechanical noise. He continued with, "Riding the AJS 500 V4 made me realise you must relearn your riding technique to ride it. Basically, there's no such thing as part throttle. The throttle must either be wide open or off. Try part throttle and it splutters until the throttle is held wide open again. Brake, point, squirt. That was the secret when it came to riding the supercharged AJS 500 V4. It stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit and innovation and the relentless pursuit of perfection. It was a machine that dared to be different, and in doing so, it paved the way for future generations of motorcycles that would continue to redefine what was possible. It was said by Sammy Miller that he took the bike to the 1980 Island Man TT to do a demonstration lap, and when he got back to the pits, all the Japanese engineers were around it with cameras like bees to a honeypot. It was just a year later that Honda came out with their first V4 race bike. So, its legacy lives on in the many waves of Honda V4s that have graced our roads and racetracks since. It inspired engineers and riders alike to push the boundaries of what was achievable and to never settle for anything less than the extraordinary. Thanks as always to everyone for the support. Try and remember to like the video and to subscribe if you haven't already. Sharing the video any way you think people will be interested helps us a lot too. If you'd like to help us stay truly independent, you can make a one-off donation or join our group of monthly subscribers on the Ko-fi link in the description. There you get access to a private group where I share videos I can't screen on YouTube. Join us on Rumble too. The channel is new, but it's already got some great content. Don't forget, we make the best biker t-shirts too. Hundreds of original designs on premium quality t-shirts, graphic print t-shirts and neck gaiters, all available worldwide. Made by bikers, for bikers. Links to the main website and the Redbubble shop are in the description. Have a great week, and always remember, keep your spanners close and your keys even closer. Ride free, everyone!